Welcome to What's Now, a show where we discuss what's trending, new research, great products, and much, much more. On today's show, we're going to primarily focus on your health as well as some fun reunions, reality shows that are back that you're going to want to make sure you do not miss out on. I'm your host, Christine Napier, and up first, focusing on your health. What about a sore throat? What do you need to know about that? Why is it not always a good idea to just power through a sore throat? And when should you be concerned? Well, a producer recently spoke with Dr. Jennifer Caudle. Let's take a look at this and more.
From a first date to a big audition to an important presentation, having a sore throat can easily put a damper on important moments and your everyday life. Now, joining us to discuss relieving sore throat symptoms is family medicine physician Dr. Jennifer Caudle. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Caudle.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's jump right into this because it's that time of the year. So let's go to the survey. In a recent survey conducted by Mucinex, more than 2,000 adults in the U.S. were asked about their experiences coping with a sore throat. What can you tell us about the survey?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked about this. I think it's a really important survey. And we have cough and cold flu season that's upon us. And with that comes symptoms like cough and body aches and fever and all sorts of things that can really impact our daily lives. The survey, evaluated these 2,000 or so adults and found that sore throat pain is one of the top three most debilitating symptoms that people complain about, alongside fever and migraine. So as a family doctor, I think that's really interesting to know. But what's also interesting is that 55% of people said that they were most likely to power through this sore throat. That means they were most likely to try to still get things done and accomplish tasks, etc., even with the sore throat. And so that really brings up a really important point of, how do we treat sore throat? How do we deal with the symptoms so that people can be healthier and certainly feel better?
Well, that leads to my next question because there's a lot of talk about over-the-counter remedies. So how can over-the-counter remedies help relieve sore throat symptoms?
Yeah, so there are many over-the-counter options that are excellent that can help relieve, many of the symptoms that we get with cough and cold symptoms, or cough and cold season rather. For instance, Mucinex is the number one doctor-trusted over-the-counter cough and cold brand. They recently introduced a line called Mucinex InstaSoothe. This is a new product line of lozenges and sprays that's specifically designed to help numb, soothe, and relieve the pain that we get with our sore throats, right? The discomfort that comes with that. What's great about the lozenges in particular is that they use ingredients like hexyl resorcinol, which is a long name, but we call it hex for short. This is basically a local anesthetic that really helps numb that throat and mouth area, which helps provide relief.
Well, we talked a little bit about some of the things people during this time of year, the dates, the auditions, important presentations. How can we better take care of ourselves during this cold and flu season?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked about that because with cold and sort of flu season also comes the holidays, right? And we know with the holidays, there's often lots of things to do. There's a lot of stress and sometimes a lot of pressure. So I think it's really important that we really take care of our entire body, our mind, body, and spirit. The holistic approach, I think, is excellent. First of all, we have to remember that, you don't have to do everything all the time. Make sure that you're setting, reasonable and sort of realistic expectations for yourself of things you want to get accomplished this holiday season. Also, taking time to rest and get plenty of sleep is so important. This helps sort of keep our body in tip-top shape. And then also making sure that we're fueling our body with the right nutrients so that we can maintain a healthy immune system. All of those things are important all year round, but in particular during a season like holiday season is really important. And then, of course, for those of us who are back at school or work, we've got to make sure that we're bundling up in this cold weather, that we're wearing our masks, that we're washing our hands, also that we're social distancing.
Dr. Jennifer Caudle, such great information. Where can our viewers go to learn more?
Thanks for asking. You can go to mucinex.com.
Dr. Jennifer Caudle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.